Okay, we're back again for quiz 93. It's been a wee while since we've done one. But I'm planning to do one in another 2 weeks, 94 and then 95 for Christmas. And then we're going to stop at 100 and take a break for a while. When we get to 100, which will probably be about March or something. Right, here we go with a couple of scores. Jerry Smith got a 22. Josie got a 23. Billy Graham got a 23. These are the ones who were 20. Eris got a 21. The highest score last week was, our last quiz was Davy and Jean. We had 26. I think this one's a bit tougher. So I think this is going to, if you get a 22, you'll be doing good. So 22 is your score to aim for. If you get past 22, you're doing well. Let me know now, either on by texting me or put it on YouTube or Twitter, Facebook, or text me or anything. Right, number 1, The Snapper was a popular drama by which Booker Prize winning author? The Snapper. Number 2, 12 Red Herrings is a set of short stories by which best-selling English author? 12 Red Herrings. I think I got a bit easier later on. Number 3, which opera is set around Catfish Row? And number 4, which bird was regarded as sacred in ancient Egypt? There's more toughie here. Number 5, in which county is Leighton Buzzard? Okay, in which county is Leighton Buzzard? Number 6, in which 1950 film does Gloria Swanson play a retired, aging film star? Number 7, Swanee River is associated with which famous American singer? Swanee River. If you're going too fast, you can pause it and come back to it. And number 8 is which song gave Billy Swan a top 10 hit in 1974? That's your first 8. So if you want to pause it, go back on some of them. Or if you've finished, I'm going to give you the answers and you can mark them down for round 1. Here we go. The Snapper was a popular drama by which Booker Prize winning author? It was Roddy Doyle. And 12 Red Herrings is a set of short stories by which best-selling author? Jeffrey Archer. And which opera is set around Catfish Row? Porgy and Bess. And which bird was regarded as sacred in ancient Egypt? The ibis. And 5, in which country is Leighton Buzzard? It's in Bedfordshire. And 6, in which 1950s film does Gloria Swanson play an aging film star? Sunset Boulevard. And 7, Swanee River is associated with which famous American singer? Al Jolson. And which song gave Billy Swan a top 10 hit in 1974? I Can Help. Okay, we're going to move on to round 2. Put their scores down. Number 1, which song popularised by Frank Sinatra does an ant move a rubber tree plant? Number 2, in which decade did zebra crossings become available in Britain? Okay, when did you first see zebra crossings in Britain? Which decade? And number 3, Marengo was the favourite horse of which military leader? Marengo, even. Number 4, which group had a 70s hit with Horse with No Name? Number 5. Which tribe of Native Americans did Crazy Horse belong to? Number 6. In which 1950 film does James Stewart hallucinate about a giant rabbit? And number 7. What is the name of the cat that became the star of TV commercials for Whiskas? And staying in cats, number 8. What was the name of the cat that Tony Blair inherited in 1997 from John Major? What was the name of the cat that stayed in town, 10 Downing Street? Right, that's 16, so get your answers down. If you want to pause, go back, I'm going to give you the answers. And here we go. Which song, popularised by Frank Sinatra, does an ant move a rubber tree plant? It's High Hopes. And in which decade did zebra crossings was first introduced in Britain? It was the 1950s. And Marengo was the favourite horse of Napoleon. And which group had a 70s hit with Horse with No Name? America. And which tribe of Native Americans did Crazy Horse belong? Sioux. In which 1950 film does James Stewart hallucinate a giant rabbit? It's Harvey. And what's the name of the cat that became the star of TV commercials for Whiskas? It's Arthur. And what was the name of the cat that Tony Blair inherited in 1997 from John Major? It was Humphrey. Right, so we're going to move on to round 3. Number 1. Which former National Hunt jockey became a best-selling writer of crime fiction? Number 2. Who wrote the story Le Pit and the Pendulum? And number 3. Which Hitchcock movie is about a tennis player who is framed for the murder of his wife? Number 4. On which island was Captain Cook murdered? Number 5. With which folly is Jeannie C. Riley associated with? Number 6. Which river was the subject of a 1971 hit song by Olivia Newton-John? Seven. Which politician in 1968 said, "I seem to see the river Tiber foaming with much blood"? I wonder why it was a Tiber. I hope that isn't a mistake, a printing mistake. River Tiber. I'll check that up. I should have checked that before I asked it, but maybe it's right. Lake Tiberias in Israel is also known by 2 other names. Name any other one. Lake Tiberias in Israel. It's also can be called by 2 other names. Name any other. Right. If you need to go back or pause it, I'm going to give you the answers right here to round 3. There's a 4. Let's see. 3. Which former National Hunt jockey became a best-selling writer of crime fiction? It was Dick Francis. And who wrote the story Le Pit and the Pendulum? Edgar Allan Poe. I like his stuff. Seen the film The Raven about him. It's very good. 3. Which Hitchcock movie is about a tennis player who is framed for the murder of his wife? Strangers on a Train. And 4, on which island was Captain Cook murdered? He was murdered on Hawaii. And with which valley is Jeannie C. Riley associated with? It's Harper Valley. She sang Harper Valley PTA. And which river was the subject of a 1971 hit song by Olivia Newton-John? The Ohio, the banks of the Ohio. Number 7, which politician in 1968 said, "I seem to see the River Tiber flowing with much blood"? Enoch Powell. That's right, I thought it might have been the Thames or something at the Tiber. I'll have to check that. You see these things, and sometimes there are mistakes, there's printing mistakes, I've just seen it somewhere. Number 8, Lake Tiberias in Israel is also known by 2 other names. Name any other one. The Sea of Galilee, or the Kinneret, Kinneret, the Kinneret. It's a tough one, that one. Kept easy round to the last. Right. Round 4, question 1. Which US president had a dog named Checkers? Number 2. According to legend, which amphibians lived in fire? Number 3. What's the largest living land lizard in the world? What's the largest land lizard in the world? Question 4. Who wrote the play The Night of the Iguana? Iguana? Is it iguana you call it? Iguana. Right. Number 5. Who in a song sat under the shade of a coolabah tree? And question 6. Which Channel Island is known for its potatoes? Question 7. Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme is a line from which popular folk song? Last one on round 4. The Simon and Garfunkel song Mrs. Robinson makes a reference to which famous American sports star? Right, so that's the last one round question, round 4. So if you want to go over them, if you need to pause it, I'm going to give you the answers here. Okay, which US president had a dog named Checkers? Richard Nixon. According to legend, which amphibians lived in fire? Salamanders. What's the largest land lizard in the world? It's a Komodo dragon. And who wrote the play The Night of the Iguana? Tennessee Williams. Number 5. Who in a song sat under the shade of a coolabah tree? It was a Jolly Swagman. And 6. Which Channel Island is known for its potatoes? Jersey. Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme is a line from which popular folk song? It's Scarborough Fair. And the last one, round 4. The Simon and Garfunkel song Mrs. Robinson makes a reference to which famous American sportsman? It's Joe DiMaggio. Right, we're going to go on to the last round. So if you get over 22 in this, let me know, because you've done well if you get over 22. I thought they were a bit tough this time. Here we go. In which city did Burke and Hare murder 17 people to sell their corpses for medical purposes? Number 2. American killer John Wayne Gacy was notorious for dressing up as what? Number 3, never came across this one before. Embracery, Embracery, is the crime of offering a bribe to who? Okay, embracery is the crime of offering a bribe to who? Number 4, what was the name of the island prison in which Nelson Mandela spent 18 years behind bars? Number 5, on the 6th of August 1890, Auburn Prison, New York, conducted the first execution by what method? Number 6, only 2 presidents have been divorced, Ronald Reagan and who else? Number 7, which organ in the body holds the most blood at any given time? And the last question in quiz 93, Tippi Hedren, star of Hitchcock's The Birds, is the real life mother of which famous actress? That's your lads. You might have to go back and pause them, go back a bit if you want to think about them. But in that case, pause it because I'm going to give you the answers out. Okay, here's the answers to round 5. In which city did William Burke and William Burke and Hare, murder 17 people to sell their corpses for medical purposes? It was Scotland in Edinburgh. Burke and Hare. American killer John Wayne Gacy was notorious for dressing up as what? A clown. He was known as the killer clown. John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown. Embracery is the crime of offering a bribe to who? A juror. Somebody on the jury. Number 4, what was the name of the island prison in which Nelson Mandela spent 18 years behind bars? It was Robben Island. And number 5, on the 6th of August, no, what's that one? You haven't? On the 6th of August 1890, Auburn Prison, New York, conducted the first execution by what method? It was the electric chair. Only 2 US presidents have been divorced, Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump. Number 7, which organ in the body holds the most blood at any given time? It's the liver. And the last one, Tippi Hedren, star of Hitchcock's The Birds, is the real life mother of which famous actress? It's Melanie Griffith. Right, so let me know how you get on that there. If you get over 22, let me know. If you get over 20, you'll get a wee mention in the next quiz anyway. So good luck with that one. Let me know how you get on. It'll be another one up in about 2 weeks because I'm trying to catch up on them. So 2 weeks time, be here. See you soon.